Hello, everyone. This is Lupita Eyde-Tucker. I am your Florida homeschool advisor and evaluator, and it's January 2024, which is traditionally a time that parents need to have evaluations done, especially if you actually began homeschooling after the holiday break. So a lot of families discover that for whatever reason, your student is not necessarily doing great at their school, be it a public or private school, and decide after the fall semester is over to begin homeschooling in January. So what that means is that if you sent your letter of intent in January, then your very first evaluation is due in January. So this is a video for you. So the annual evaluation is exactly that. It's annual, which means that whenever you sent your letter of intent, maybe you sent it January 1st, maybe you sent it December 31st, maybe you sent it January 15th, your evaluation is due on that date every year. So essentially what you will need to do is find an evaluator like myself, for example, and send them or show them samples of your child's work. And then the evaluator is going to review that work in light of what you have shared with them about your child's abilities and determine whether or not your child has made progress according to their own abilities. So I like to make this process simple and straightforward and put you in control of the entire process as much as possible. So I'm going to share a couple of things with you. I'm going to share my screen so that you can see. I'm going to just walk you through the process. So first of all, I'm going to share the place on the internet where you can actually go ahead and schedule your appointment for your evaluation. So that's this website right here. It's calendly.com/Lupita-Tucker. And that's for my evaluation service. I use the appointment-based service because I have found that everyone who has been doing this with me since April when I started doing my own evaluations, just really like the fact that they can choose the time when the evaluation is going to get done and the day that it's going to get sent. And that's really just relieves a lot of stress. So on this page, you'll see that the very first three options are evaluations. So you can schedule an evaluation for one student, or if you have two students, you just go ahead and click on this one, annual evaluation for two students. Or if you have three or more students, click on that link right there. So I'm going to click on the one student just to give you an idea of what that looks like. And on this page, what you're going to do is you're going to, first of all, on the left-hand side, it explains all the details. So basically all the instructions are right here. Step 1, choose the date and time that works best for you. And then, so let's say you need an evaluation tomorrow, which is the 22nd. Well, if there's a circle available, or if you can click on that date, then that means that there are times available for you to book. So if you click on that date, you'll see I've got all these times available for tomorrow. So 12:15, if you want to do yours at 12:15, or if you want to do it in the evening, just choose whatever works for you. Let's say 5:30 p.m. So then you click next, and then you fill out this form with all the information that I need. Basically your details, what county you're registered in. That's important information for me to know because that's who I'm going to direct the evaluation to. Meaning the actual evaluation form has the county on it. And then you're going to give me your child's information because all that also goes on the evaluation form. And then your address, and then just some basic information that I might need in order to kind of make things go a little bit more quickly. If your child uses an online curriculum such as FLVS or Time for Learning or Acellus or Mr. D or Khan Academy or study.com or any number of online options, you can actually send me their login information or the parent login information so that I can go in and look at their progress. That sometimes is the easiest and most straightforward way to get it done. And if you are using a different type of curriculum, then the instructions on the left explain what to send to me. So for example, if you see step 2, it says after you check out, email me your students' work samples or the login info, if that's the type of curriculum they're using, to evaluationsbylupita@gmail.com. So that's where I receive all of the work samples. And then it says this link explains what to send, and I'll show you that in just a minute. Because I have a page on my website that also describes like what I would need to see depending on the type of curriculum your child is using. Okay, and then once you fill out all this information, then you go ahead and pay with PayPal. If you don't have PayPal or you prefer not to use PayPal for whatever reason, you can also send me via Zelle or Venmo. All the information is right here. And then the last thing you do is you click Schedule Event. And what that does is it generates a calendar invite, and you will get an email with that calendar invite. It will actually send you some reminders also, which is nice. So always check your email immediately after hitting schedule event to make sure you got that. If for whatever reason you didn't get that, you can always reach out to me. All my contact information is here, and we'll figure out what happened. Or maybe you didn't click schedule event and it didn't actually get scheduled. So that's something that's pretty straightforward and super neat. Now here on the left, like I said, the instructions say, okay, so on the day of your evaluation, when you hit schedule, so that sends me an appointment and it goes on my calendar. And then every day I go on my calendar and I call all the parents that have set up evaluations. And even though it's a 15-minute slot, the phone call itself is really, really short. It's like, it can be as short as 60 seconds, depending on if you're busy or something. But I really am just taking that opportunity to say hi to your student and to encourage them, and also to let them or you ask me any questions that you might have about the evaluation process, or maybe about homeschooling in general, or anything at all that you might need some assistance with. My expertise is in all the grades, but really specifically in the high school years. I have a special, I don't know, I feel like it's a vocation for students in the high school ages. So that's something that I'd be happy to help you with. Anyway, during that conversation, we can, touch on that if that's what you'd like. And then we say goodbye. And then later on that afternoon of the same day, usually after 7 p.m., I will send out your student's evaluation after I have reviewed everything and made sure that they're making progress. And that's pretty much it. Now, this link that says explains what to send, that takes you to this page on my website, the what to send page. So let me go ahead and click on that. This is my website, evaluationsbylupita.com. And on this page, it basically explains exactly with detail of what to send to me and how it works. So again, if you have any questions during this process, please feel free to contact me. But basically, what I like to see is if your student is doing book-based or more like tactile-based work, like workbooks or textbooks or something like that, worksheets maybe, then I like to see a minimum of 8 samples per subject. And I only need to see the core subjects. And you are the one who decides what those core subjects are for your student. If you're not sure what to have them, what their core subjects might be, traditionally a core subject is like math and English, language arts, science, and social studies. So those are the types of, things I typically see. But I'm not the type of person who likes to make you jump through hoops and make you do a bunch of busy work for no reason. So, just send 8 samples per subject and email those to me. If you can fit them all on one PDF, that would be great. You can scan them in. You can also take photographs and just send photographs. There are other ways that you can also make things kind of easy for you. Like if you keep records of your things online, like maybe with a cloud storage or a Dropbox account or something like that, you can send me a link to the folder and I'll just click on that and look at the work. Whatever works for you is fine. All of that is explained right here on this page, including what to do if your child uses online curriculum, different vendors, if your child is dual enrolled, and of course, obviously, if your child is using like a textbook-based curriculum, right? So those are, some real simple things. And then once I complete the evaluation, I will email it to you. So you'll have a copy of that for your records. And if you would like, I will be happy to CC that email to your local county homeschool liaison if you would like. And that is a really convenient way to make sure that you and them get it at the same time. And, oftentimes they will reply to both of us to let us know that it was received. So, and that's it. That's it. And then you're good to go for another year. So hopefully, as you can see, this is a pretty straightforward, simple, relaxed, friendly process. And essentially, when the county receives your evaluation, then they're going to mark your student off as present for the previous year. Because the evaluation is an attendance document. It's not like a grade level promotional document at all. And you can, continue obviously promoting your student as they go along at their own pace. So you don't need to worry about any grade level considerations at all because that is not part of the annual evaluation. According to our state statute 1002.41, the purpose of the evaluation is to determine that the student has made progress commensurate with their own ability. So what that means is that you need to share with me what their abilities are if you think that's something I need to know, and I will look at their work in the light of their own ability. And that's all. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask them in the comments of this video, or you can always email me, or you can always PM me through Facebook. And also you can text me if you'd like. Any one of those methods is perfectly fine with me. I hope you guys have a great 2024, and thanks for watching.